Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Business Builder Live. My name is Tanvir Rahman and I will be sharing online business strategies and how you can grow your business online. Alright, today is episode 342. In this episode, I will be talking about how to reach out people for collaboration and podcast and what you need to do before you do the reach out. You ready? Let's get into it. And also, if you are joining me for the first time from YouTube, make sure to drop like and subscribe because I do Business Builder Live every single day for you so you can grow your business fast and free. So, for business, it's really important to do collaboration, joint ventures, and podcast rights because so many opportunities can come if you do this kind of thing like collaboration. You can get into others people audience, right? Joint venture, same thing, like you guys do something together. Podcast, like huge audience expansion way and content creation platform, and this is going to be so much fun if you just do podcast. So all of them have a similarity that when you are starting out, you have to reach out to be on your podcast. Like you have to reach out to people, say, hey, look, can you be on my podcast? Like I want to interview or something like that, right? And same with the collaboration. But the problem is, like, most of us think that if we build, people will come, right? Just like our offer. But this is not true. Like this is true when you have a decent audience or a huge audience, but not when you are just starting out, right? So before I talk in further, like why I'm talking about like collaboration and podcast, because both of them are kind of similar but not 100%, because it requires like two other people, like you at one side and someone else. So that's why I wanted to do this video at one shot. So just because you don't have the audience, you have to reach out to people to do collaboration or podcast with you, right? You have to build the audience, say, hey, look, can you come to my podcast or can we do the collaboration, right? So let me share with you what you need to do before you reach out to people for podcast and collaboration. So your way of collaboration, your way of doing podcasts, and your way of reaching out to people is going to be much more smoother, fun, and easier to execute, and this is going to be so much fun, right, for you as well. So number one is going to be like always go 2 step above. What I mean by that is, like, if you're just starting out your podcast or you are having a good business but you want to do collaboration with like industry leaders, and you're just jumping straight to the top people, sometimes it's not gonna be working out for you because they don't know you, because you're just starting out, you don't have enough like reputation in the industry, and they don't want to go way too down for someone who is just starting out, right? Maybe there are some people you will find, but not everyone. So if you just go 2 step above from you, so if you just have 500 followers on Instagram or something like that, then you go with people who got like few thousands followers and something like that. So you just climb up the ladder and then you just keep going from there. Don't just go for the top people right away and when you're starting, because number one, your experience is not that good, right? So when you're building your experience, like with collaborating and podcasting, you'll be able to do better things on the road. So when you are with the top guy, then guess what's gonna happen? Like you can do better podcast, better collaboration, and this is gonna be so much fun for you. Number two, serving the same audience. Like if you and your whoever you're gonna do the podcast or the collaboration is, if you are not serving the same audience, this is gonna be so much harder for you to be on the same page, because you have to find all right who is serving the same audience, right? You have to pick this kind of people and make a list of like, this is what I can do and this is what we can do together, because you can bring anyone in your podcast, right? In your collaboration, but if both are not serving the same audience, guess what's gonna happen? Like no one is getting any kind of benefit out of it. So try to find people who are serving the same audience. Maybe they're not in competition with you, or sometimes maybe they are in competition, but they offer something different, so you can go for it. But make sure you just go for people who is serving the same audience. Number three, they are sharing good content themselves. Like if you find people who is not sharing good content themselves, then you might consider not approaching them, because you have to see people, all right, who is doing good and who is sharing good content and who is uh, doing really good for uh, like fulfilling their audience, right? Because if they are not doing good things and their content creation and they're not serving their audience well, then you might get some backlash doing collaboration and podcast with them. So it's gonna be safer for you to see who is gonna share good content, and it's gonna be so much easier for you in the future. Number four, like do some things want to do same things. Like there's some people who just want to go slow and they don't want to get like this kind of exposure and something like that. Yeah, there are people who don't like this kind of thing, right? So many people don't want. So you don't have to go for this kind of people. Like go for people who is enthusiastic, who got like good energy, and they are in the same pace, they are in the same mindset as you. So this is gonna be so much fun and easier for you, because if you don't go for the same mindset people, this is gonna be so much harder to pull it off on the long run. And number five is gonna be show your plan and guide the way, because if you're starting your entrepreneurial journey and you seeing some good result and now you wanna start your podcast or you wanna do collaboration, you have to plan out your way, because they're not expecting them to do the work themselves, do the planning and everything, right? You have to come up with a good plan. You have to set the ground, say, hey, look, this is what is gonna happen, this is what we'll do, and this is how I want to approach. And then like you guys do brainstorm and figure out which idea is gonna be the best one. But for the initial stage, you have to come up with the guide and come up with the plan. So this is gonna be much more easier, much more smoother, and much more fun, right, for you and the person you do collaboration with. Right. So that's it for today, guys. These are five things that you must consider before you start reaching out to people for collaboration or podcast. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to drop like and subscribe. And also, if you're building your online business and starting new, you can always get my 8-step guide to get your ideal client video for free. All you have to do is send me a DM on Instagram, and if you're joining me from YouTube, there's a link for my Instagram down below the like button. You can send me a DM there, and I will send it out to you and SOTM. Alright guys, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.